So for this tutorial, I'm going to be using this red yarn and a 4.5mm hook, as well as some beads that we're going to add on later. So I'm also going to be working with 2 strands of the yarn for the project. Yeah. So firstly, you make a slip knot using the hook and the yarn, of course. And then after making the slip knot, you chain 5. So after completing the chain, you're going to make a slip stitch to join the chain to make a circle. So to make the slip stitch, you're going to insert your hook into the front loop of the first chain. So you're going to be working double crochet stitches into this circle that you just made. So you start by chaining 2. Note that these 2 chains do not count as a double crochet stitch. So after making the chain 2, you then proceed to make your first double crochet stitch. And then you're going to complete this round by making 12 double crochet stitches. So when you reach the end, you're going to join the round by making a slip stitch into the first double crochet stitch, not into the chain 2. Because if you join into the chain 2, you might end up with more stitches than required. So you chain 2 to start the next round. Work your first double crochet stitch in the working space. And for this round, we're going to be increasing by adding 2 double crochet stitches in each stitch to have a total of 24 stitches. So you're going to chain 2 to start your next round of double crochet increase. So you're going to place your first double crochet in that space next to the chain 2. So you're going to place 2 double crochet stitches in this same stitch. So that was 1 and this is 2. And then you're going to place 1 double crochet stitch in the next stitch. And then you're going to place 2 double crochet stitches in the next stitch. So that's 1 and 2. So you're going to repeat this sequence until you complete this round. So after completing this round, you're supposed to have a total of 36 stitches. So just count your stitches and make sure you have 36 so that you stay on track. Yeah. So after doing your chain 2, you're going to insert your first double crochet stitch in that same stitch. And then for this round, we're going to be increasing in every third stitch. So that means in the first 2 stitches, you're going to be placing single double crochet stitches, if that makes sense. So in every third stitch, you're going to be placing 2 double crochet stitches. That's how you're going to be increasing for this round. So for this round, you're supposed to have a total of 48 stitches. And when you reach the end, we're going to do the slip stitch to join the round. So make sure you do not place the slip stitch in the chain 2 space, but rather in the double crochet stitch, in your first double crochet stitch. Yeah. So to work around 5. So for round 5, you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to place 2 double crochet stitches in this space, in this stitch. So that's 1, then 2. And then you're going to place 1 double crochet stitch in the next 3 stitches. So that means you're going to be increasing in every 4th stitch. So for this round, you're going to have a total of 60 stitches. And then this is going to be the last round of increasing. So that means row 6, row 7, row 8 till row 33 are going to be normal rounds with no increasing. But if you feel like you need to make a larger size, and if you feel like you need another row of increasing, that means in the next round you're going to be increasing in every 5th stitch. That's where you'll be placing 2 double crochet stitches, if that makes sense. And if you feel like you need another round of increases, then you'll be adding in the next 6th stitch, you know. So that's just the sequence of increasing when you want to make a circle, right? Yeah. But for this size, I'm just going to be using those 5 rows, those 5 rounds that we made. So now I'm going to be showing you how I'll be adding the beads. So you're going to cut your yarn for now, yeah, so that you add the beads to the yarn. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. So you're going to thread a needle using the yarn that you've just cut. Then you're going to use that needle to add beads to the yarn. So you can add as many beads as you want, but make sure you don't add too many, just in case your yarn gets tangled. It's going to be difficult to untangle it with the beads. So if you add a few and then add more later, I think that's safer. Yeah. And yeah, So when you're done knitting the beads, you're going to join your yarn by tying a very simple knot. So you're going to weave in this knot later when you're crocheting. So that's just how I did the knot. Very simple. So here I'm going to show you how to hide the yarn tail that we made when we made that knot. So here I just made a chain 2 to start a new row of double crochet stitches. So here you hold the yarn tail over your work and then crochet over it to just hide it in, so that when you're done you just cut off the loose ends or the remaining ends, and you won't necessarily have to use a darning needle to weave in that end because already you'd have woven it in. Yeah, so it's that simple. So just watch closely what I'll be doing here. So that's just how I was adding the bead. So basically you yarn over and then you pull through, and then you yarn over again. It's basically doing a double crochet but with the bead. So just watch closely what I was doing, and then if you do not understand, just ask where I need to put more emphasis in the comment section. So you just continue working your rows of double crochet stitches until you reach a total of 33 rows, including the ones we already worked. So I'm going to show you when I'm done. So this is the beanie hat after weaving in the ends and everything.